Please bow your heads in prayer with me. Lord God, we invoke your presence as we ask for your blessing on this special promotion ceremony. We first acknowledge you and your divine spirit. We understand that it is you who promotes those to the highest echelons of leadership, and we thank you for the opportunities you give to us all to serve our country, the state of Hawaii, and our community. As Brigadier General Macaraeg is promoted to the rank of Major General, we ask that your spirit be his constant companion. May you lead and guide him so that he has clear strategic vision that enables him to fulfill our nation's defense strategy. Surround him with the people he needs as his team faces the challenges of complex problems. Bless his family as they cover him with love, encouragement, and prayers. So on this special day, give us the passion to serve our nation and the United States Army. Balance that with a humble spirit and concern for each soldier we lead. Bless Brigadier General Macaraeg on this special day. Amen.
Please take your seats. Thank you, Chaplain. Ladies, gentlemen, and honored guests, welcome to Washington Place, a national historic landmark spanning over 160 years. Perhaps best known as the home of Queen Liliuokalani, who lived here for 55 years and since 1922 has served as the official residence for the Governor of Hawaii. I'm Jeff Hickman, and I'm honored to be your Master of Ceremonies for today. First, an introduction of our principals for today's ceremony. Presiding over this ceremony is the Governor of the State of Hawaii, the Honorable Joshua Green, and the First Lady of Hawaii, Mrs. Jamie Green. The Adjutant General for the State of Hawaii, Major General Kenneth Hara, and his wife, Myong. Our honoree, Brigadier General Roy Macaraeg, is joined today by his wife, Benny, and his daughter, Chloe. At this time, we'll recognize other family members present today. Please hold all applause until the end. Brigadier General Macaraeg's mother, Teresita, and an open chair for his father who is watching from above, and his mother-in-laws, Mateo and Lolita de Guzman. The Macaraeg Ohana would also like to recognize Brigadier General Macaraeg's brothers and sisters for attending today's ceremony: Jenner, Eric, Jen, Elmira, and Odessa. Also present today are Brigadier General Macaraeg's cousins, nieces, and nephews. We also want to recognize the de Guzman, Cruz, Lee, Myers, and Nagasako families, and Brigadier General Macaraeg's Farrington High School classmates from the mighty class of 1991. Go Gubs. Representing, we have other distinguished honorees today. Please hold your applause until these are complete. Representing U.S. Congressman Ed Case, Mr. Nestor Garcia. Tulsi Gabbard, former U.S. Congresswoman. Representative Mark Hashem, Chair House Committee on Corrections, Military, and Veterans. Major General Reginald Neal, Deputy Commanding General, Mobilization and Reserve Affairs, United States Army Pacific. Major General Retired Arthur Joe Logan, former State of Hawaii Adjutant General and current City and County Honolulu Police Department Chief. Major General Retired Darrell Wong, former State of Hawaii Adjutant General. Major General Retired Gary Hara, former Deputy Commanding General, United States Army Pacific, and his wife Diane. Major General Retired Robert Lee, former State of Hawaii Adjutant General. Major General Retired Peter Pauling, former Mobilization Assistant to the Commander, U.S. Pacific Command. Major General Retired Vern Miyagi, former Mobilization Assistant to Commander, U.S. Pacific Command. Brigadier General Neil Mitsuyoshi, J4 Mobilization Assistant, Logistics and Engineering Directorate, U.S. Indo-Pacific Command. Brigadier General Walter R. Ross, Jr., Director of the Joint Staff, Hawaii National Guard. Brigadier General Retired Stanley Osserman, former Hawaii Air National Guard Commander. Consul General Emilio Fernandez, Consulate General of the Philippines. Director Richard Lin, Taipei Economic and Cultural Office in Honolulu. Dr. Raymond Jardine, former chairman of Native Hawaiian LLC, former chairman Kinaole Foundation, and former director, deputy commander, 29th Separate Infantry Brigade. Chief Warrant Officer Edwin Perubrub, Command Chief Warrant Officer, Hawaii Army National Guard. Command Sergeant Major James Jimenez, Command Sergeant Major, Hawaii Army National Guard, and his wife Shan Lee. Command Sergeant Major Tyrone Redding, Command Sergeant Major, 103rd Troop Command, Hawaii Army National Guard. And Command Chief Master Sergeant Carol Orr, Command Chief, 154th Wing, Hawaii Air National Guard. Welcome. I will now read to you a portion of Brigadier General Macaraeg's biography. For the whole biography, please see your program. He edited it for you guys. Brigadier General Macaraeg enlisted in the Hawaii Army National Guard in 1990 as a private assigned to 1st Battalion, 487th Field Artillery. He was an NCO and attained the rank of sergeant. He was then commissioned as a field artillery officer in 1996 upon graduation from the Hawaii Military Academy Officer Candidate School as a distinguished honor graduate. He held various assignments within 1st of the 487th Field Artillery and the National Guard Bureau. In 2004, he deployed as the battery commander for HHSB, 1st of the 487th Field Artillery, during Operation Iraqi Freedom 3, and concurrently served as the Seaport of Debarkation Camp Commander in support of OIF 3 under U.S. Army Central Command Area Support Group Kuwait. He also deployed in September 2018 to August 2019 as the Battle Group Commander for the NATO Kosovo Force Multinational Battle Group East, as the senior U.S. military commander in Kosovo. He commanded the 1st of the 487th Field Artillery Battalion and the 29th IBCT. He served as the Army National Guard Comptroller, directly managing $16 billion in appropriations. He was the Army National Guard Assistant Director for Personnel and Talent Management, overseeing all personnel matters for 336,000 Army National Guard soldiers, and directly managed $9 billion. In September 2019, he became the first Filipino-American general officer in the Hawaii Army National Guard. He currently serves in the Pentagon in the Army Secretariat staff as the Senior Military Advisor for Deputy Assistant Secretary of the Army, Military Personnel, and Quality of Life. His education includes the Command and General Staff, Operations Research, and Comptroller Qualification courses, and is a graduate of the prestigious National War College. He's a graduate of the Wallace Ryder Foundation, Farrington High School in Honolulu, Hawaii, and holds an associate degree from Honolulu Community College, a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology from the University of Hawaii at Manoa, an MBA from Touro University, and Masters of Science in National Strategy from National Defense University. His awards include the Legion of Merit with 3 Oak Leaf Clusters, Meritorious Service Medal with 6 Oak Leaf Clusters, the Joint Service Commendation Medal, the Army Identification Staff Badge, the NGB Identification Staff Badge, and many other awards and decorations. Brigadier General Macaraeg is married to his high school sweetheart, Benny, and they have a beautiful 10-year-old daughter, Chloe. Let's give him a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the Governor for the State of Hawaii, Governor Green, for his remarks.
Aloha, friends and family. Aloha, Major General. Major General Macaraeg, it's an honor to be able to be here with you today and your family. It's an honor for Jamie and I. It's so great to be back together in person. So let me single out a few people. Thank you, brother, for naming all of these dignified and special guests. General Hara, thank you for your service in our cabinet. Congresswoman Gabbard, dear friend, thank you. It's wonderful to see you again. And so many generals and leaders. Let me, before I even go into my formal remarks, thank you for your service. Thank you for getting us through tough times. It was even tougher during this period of COVID. So we appreciate you for sacrifice and really for all that you do for our country. So today we're here to honor, on a momentous occasion, a friend, soon to be Major General, in just a moment, Roy Macaraeg, and his ohana, Bene and Chloe Ann. It's wonderful to see you. Such great spirits. We're honored to have you here at our home. This event marks another step along a distinguished career. Brigadier General Macaraeg has worn a deep path between his 1st Battalion and 487th Field Artillery and then the Pentagon, and he shared some of those stories with me today. We all know hiki no means can do, and it's that attitude in this individual that we're promoting today. He's tackled everything that's put in front of him, and I've been asked to hear from you, hiki no, if I may. Hiki no. It's not clear at all that would work from me. I'm going to reiterate some of the extraordinary accomplishments of Major General. Soldier of the Year for Hawaii National Guard in 1993. Distinguished honors graduate when he was graduating from Officers Candidate School. Multiple positions at the Pentagon in service to our country, validating manning requirements to his appropriate team leaders. He rose up out of his excellence. Deployment in Iraq, where he took command of the best unit in the Hawaii Army National Guard, I am obviously told by many of these great people here. The Brigadier General is a longtime planner, and he's fond of making 10-year plans. And I don't know if this was necessarily one of those 10-year plans. He's very humble, but perhaps this ceremony was featured quietly in that family plan. He has a 10-year-old daughter, and that is the best 10-year plan I can possibly imagine. Brigadier General's commitment to planning, his hiki no spirit, as embodied by this group, adds to his mentorship of young officers. And it's the mentoring of people that are around us, perhaps, is the most important thing that I know he's proud of. He's proud to have been a part of a system that protects our country and our people. His leadership style works, and that's so evident from his generous spirit. I understand that family has been Roy's biggest motivator throughout his professional life, and it was very wonderful to know that his mother would be here, that his father's spirit would be here, and it was very brave to have your mother-in-law here, we're also told. Just reflecting on mother-in-law experiences in my own presence. So life is a journey, as we know, General. and family has been operating at your critical juncture in everything in your life. We are honored to celebrate you here today, but we know that you move from place to place, and that's in service to our state and our country, and that should not be lost on any of us. It is not an easy path that the general has taken. As he's gone up in rank, even he was admitting that he was ready to leave the military early in his career because he's so committed to family. But lucky for us, that never happened. Instead, he chose the path of a leader. He was the fifth of 6 children, and he knew that he had to join the Army in the early days to increase his life options. Another credit to the general. Brigadier General Macaraeg, we bet your mother and father are proud of you. We know that, in spirit or in person, and it's just awesome that they're continuing to be with us in all of these ways. So your family, your decorated past, everything about you recommends you. It doesn't just go from the Hikino Battalion and the Pentagon, it goes through Hawaii, and that is a special thing for us. We know you love to surf. We have other extraordinary individuals that love to surf and lead and paddleboard and be with family. And it's a special connection we all have. So thank you for sharing your ohana with us. Thank you for sharing your motivation with us, your life. Bene, you are strong and resilient, and we honor you today as well. In many ways, this rank is an extension of you and the love you have for your husband, so thank you for sharing him. Finally, of course, today is the day for Roy to be promoted in this next moment to Brigadier General. It's also my first opportunity to promote such an extraordinary individual. So please forgive me if I mess anything up today, but we do it out of love and honor of you. So let's get those stars on your shoulders, Brigadier General. Aloha.
All right, thank you, Governor. Brigadier General Macaraeg, Benny, and Chloe, would you please join Governor Green for the pinning ceremony? But before we get to the pinning ceremony, he wanted to present a certificate as well. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated while the orders are published. Governor Green, I request your permission to publish the orders.
Publish the orders.
Attention to orders. Department of Defense, National Guard Bureau, Washington, D.C. Special Order GO-342-04, dated 8 December 2022, by order of the Secretary of the Army and direction of the President. Roy J. Macaraeg extended federal recognition and appointed as a reserve of the Army in the grade of Major General under authority 32 U.S.C. 305 and 307 and 10 U.S.C. 12212, effective 30 November 2022, by orders of the Secretaries of the Army and the Air Force. Signed, Daniel R. Hokanson, General, United States Army, Chief, National Guard Bureau.
Congratulations, General.
Thank you, Governor. Benny and Chloe, you may return to your seats at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, Major General Hara will now administer the oath of office to Major General Macaraeg.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Roy Macaraeg,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Hawaii
and the Constitution of the State of Hawaii,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States
I will obey the orders of the President of the United States
and the Governor of the State of Hawaii,
and the Governor of the State of Hawaii,
that I make this obligation freely,
that I make this obligation freely,
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion.
that I will well and faithfully discharge
I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties of the office of Major General
the duties of the office of Major General
in the Army National Guard
in the Army National
of
Guard
the State of Hawaii,
in the State of Hawaii,
upon which I'm about to enter,
upon which I'm about to enter,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to introduce to you Major General Roy J. Macaraeg.
Wow. I know. No crying, right? Governor Green, First Lady, distinguished guests, family and friends. Aloha kakahiaka. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you to those who are watching virtually. Now, my remarks are normally short in a lot of, the ceremonies I go to. But today, please forgive me, allow me to be a little bit longer. I got a lot of people to thank. As I look around, I see a very diverse group of people. My family, my friends, my mentors, my high school classmates, retirees, civilians, soldiers who serve and continue to serve with me. You represent points and segments of my career, and I am truly blessed to have all of you in my life. This promotion is a celebration of the collective confluence of all your support, your trust, and your confidence in me. I want to express my sincere appreciation to Governor Green and First Lady for hosting my ceremony and allowing me and my family to enjoy this moment here in downtown Honolulu, Washington Place, a national historic landmark, former home of Queen Liliuokalani. It's a great day to be with friends and families. What could be better, right? Governor Green, First Lady, thank you again so much for your generosity. My family and I are forever grateful. I'd like to thank General and Mrs. Hara for being such good friends over the years for me and Benny. General Hara, thank you for your leadership. Thank you for your mentorship. And most of all, thank you for your friendship through the years. I want to thank Mr. Imai, Lieutenant Colonel Odani, Captain Yujisawa, Captain Manian, Jeff Hickman, Andrew Jackson, Nancy Buffett, Mr. Lim, the governor's staff, and all the people who made this ceremony possible. It takes a lot of work, and I just want to thank you for all the hard work. I want to thank Mr. Garcia for being here, representing Congressman Case,
Congressman Case had been a supporter. He actually visited us in Kosovo 4 years ago, and I truly appreciate his support and friendship. Former Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi, it's really good to see you. You look stunning as always. Thank you for your support through the years. You were there when we left for Kosovo. You were there when we came home. And I just truly appreciate all your support. Thank you. Representative Hashem, Consul General Fernandez, Director Lynn, General Neal, thank you for being here, my friend. General Logan, a good friend, a great friend from the Hikino Battalion and on. Also, Chief of HPD, sir, thank you for being here. Dr. Ray Jardine, thank you for your support through the years and mentorship. General Miyagi, great mentor. Thank you, sir, for being here. Truly appreciate you. General Lee, General Wong. General Wong was here earlier. We were talking story. He had to go somewhere. 2 former tags. Thank you, sir, for being here. General Ross, General Neil Mitsuyoshi. Walt, congratulations. In 2 weeks, you'll be up here. It's a lot of stress, so pace yourself. And Neil, good talking story to you the other day. Great catching up. Thank you for being here. Also want to call out Colonel retired Pennebacker, who's here. He was the military academy commandant when I attended OCS. Thank you for being here. Also, Colonel retired Horikawa, the deputy chief for HPD. So we got the number 1, number 2 guys here in HPD, and I truly appreciate you being here. And happy belated 91st birthday to HPD. I want to also thank the National Guard Bureau leadership in Washington, D.C., General Hokanson, General Sasseville, General Johnson, General Lowe, General Andoni, General Baldwin, for their continued trust and confidence in me. Special thank you to the friends and colleagues in Readiness Center, especially the Army National Guard G1 and the Hawaii NGB Ohana Team 808. Thank you to the Assistant Secretary of the Army, Manpower Reserve Affairs, and the Army G1 team in the Pentagon, Dr. Schaefer, Ms. Busico, Ms. Blanks, Mr. Angers, General Stitt, Mr. Wallace, and the rest of the MNRA G1 family in the Pentagon. I also want to acknowledge my teammates in MNRA, MP, and Quality of Life, and MSO, Mr. Chappelle, and the C-Ring staff, 2 Charlie 453 in the Pentagon. Thank you so much for allowing me to be part of the family. To the NCO Corps, you are the backbone of the Army. I want to thank you. Thank you to Sergeant First Class Rogan, who was my battle buddy in Kosovo, Chris Rabanis, Ivan Felix, Steve Abe, Tom Oduarte, James Jimenez, Bobby Inoy, Vicky Durham, Brett Moore, Dan Thompson, Matt Krentz, Jay Lampert, Jimmy Reese, Sergeant Formai, and Sergeant Santos from the Charlie Battery days, Miles Izuzaki, just to name a few. I can go on and on. I benefited from so many great NCOs who helped me along the way. Thank you so much. I want to thank the Farrington High School class of 1991. Where are you guys? Sherwin, Audi, Emerson, Sid, Ozzy, Willard, Moses, lifelong friends. I can call them any time of the day, and they would come and help me if I needed help. Thank you, Audi, for flying in from Las Vegas. Thank you so much for being here. It truly means a lot. Thank you to my OCS classmates, Joe, Cal, Barb, Ka'ai. I don't know if you made it. We're still standing strong like iron kulike. I want to thank the Hikino Artillery Association and the 147 Field Artillery. Many of you are my mentors and friends. through the years. Hikino! I want to thank Matt and the Nagasako family for being here and being such a good friend. I know Cheryl is here with us today. Thank you to all the retirees who are here. I know it was tough getting here at 9:30, fighting traffic. Thank you for being here. I also want to acknowledge Colonel retired Furman Ray. He was my battle buddy in the Pentagon when we were both captains. Colonel Hogston and his wife Jamie, Colonel Martindale, Colonel Barksdale, who flew from Washington, D.C., and Colonel Santos from Guam, Chief of Staff. Thank you for being here. And I want to thank a list of people here who had been instrumental in my career. I want to thank Mr. Fred Reese, Mr. Mark Lewis, Ms. Deb Wada, General Grass, General Lengel, General Katavi, General Makitan, General Tamashiro, General Steve Logan, who's not here, Moses Koivi, General Taguba, Bavi Yamauchi, Tim Muteki, Keith Brothers, Mark Berglund, Wanda Thurman, Maribel Ortiz, Steve Lunn, Doug Carell, Sandy Lewis, and Valerie Charles. All have been mentors and great supporters. Thank you. For my family, thank you, Mom and Dad, for the unconditional love and support. Auntie Jessie, thank you for being here. I want to thank my brothers and sisters, Janair, Eric, who are also Hawaii Air National Guard retirees. Military family, my beautiful sisters, Jen, you always look stunning. Myra, beautiful today and tomorrow and forever. And Odessa, lovely as always. Agnes, Armin, Angelica, Aurora, Shayna, and Ryan, congratulations. Looking forward to your wedding 3 weeks from now in Singapore. Jesus and Kylie, glad you're here. Looking forward to see the baby. Congratulations. Mark Angelo, my talented nephew from Maui. Member of the Civil Air Patrol. I think he's going to join the Air Force too. Thank you for skipping class to be here. Dr. Jim Scoggins, who canceled many surgeries today to be here. Jim, thank you for being here. Jim, please reschedule their appointment. They do need medical help. I want to thank my in-laws, Lolita and Mateo, who always give us so much love and support. Thank you for being here. Lila, Emerson, Sonny, Jane, you always look beautiful. Vivian, Nathan, Brother Ray, Ashley, Audrey, and Sunshine, who is also serving in the Hawaii Air National Guard. There's a team here. I think there's only one guy who joined the Army. I would like to thank my cousin Leah Lee for being here. Lee, the law shirt looks great. Benny, Arnell, Tina, Ben, Rose, cousin Rose. I want to acknowledge also Elvira and Rowena, who texted me from the mainland, and the rest of the family. And I think that's probably the rest of Kalihi and Waipahu and Honolulu. To my charming daughter, Chloe Ann, thank you for all the unconditional love I receive each and every day. I cherish every moment with you, and I always wish I could save time in a bottle. You are brilliant, creative, artistic, loving, worldly. You have an adventurous spirit who loves to explore and travel. 10 years old, been to all 50 states. Can't wait for the next adventure. You are my inspiration. You are becoming a fierce, independent young lady. Continue to grow, continue to be fierce. I can't wait to see you do many great things. Chloe Ann, my baby Koo, know that Daddy will always love you no matter what, unconditionally. to my lovely wife, Benny, who is the most kind-hearted person I know, very loving, extremely brilliant, so brilliant she's always 2 steps ahead. She is the brains of the operation. She is the strength of our family. Benny literally had been with me from the beginning. We were high school sweethearts. And I'll tell you, this girl was in love in high school. Benny was the captain of the cheerleading squad, beautiful, intelligent. She pursued me relentlessly. I couldn't shake her off. She was madly in love. Well, anyway, that's my narrative. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Benny wrote to me every single day in basic training. She made basic training easy. She makes everything easy for me and Chloe. She enables us. She empowers us. Benny makes us better. She always had been the guiding light of the family. To my dear wife, Benny, lyrics from one of our favorite songs. Without you, I'd be lost. And only you that I hold when I'm young, and only you as we grow old. Motley Crue. I love you then, I love you now, and forevermore. And I look forward to our adventures as we continue to create precious memories. Here's to more coffee, crepes, and croissants in the mornings, and to many more sunrises on the beach and beautiful sunsets on mountaintops. Sepetirian, Shivose Mare Turo. I will always love you. How do you fail? How do you fail when you have so many to love and support? Well, it's hard. It's hard to fail. It's hard to fail when you have so many good people around you. How does a kid from Kalihi, against all probability, become a 2-star general in the United States Army? Where do I begin? It seems surreal that after 32 years of service, joining as a private E1, enlisted for 6 years, and now I stand before you as a 2-star general. Only in this country, our country, the United States of America, the greatest country in the world, that is possible. The idea that we are all equal, we are all have the right to pursue life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It is this idea that it doesn't matter where you're born, where you're from, your background, you can be anything you want to be in this country, as long as you are willing to put the commitment, the hard work, and seek the opportunities. You can live the American dream, the idea that anyone can be successful. And we can all continue to contribute building our shining city upon the hill. I love to hike. We love to hike. I think Benny and Chloe loves to hike. They get tired. But I love hiking. I love to hike in the Shenandoah Valley in Virginia, among the Blue Ridge Mountains. There in the woods, on mountaintops, whether watching a sunrise or sunset and enjoying a cup of coffee, I often reflect on life, and I consistently come up with 2 major reasons why I am here today. Foundational values and the amazing people I met along the way. That's all of you here. That's all of you listening. First, I want to talk about my early foundational values instilled in me by my family, the grit, resiliency, work ethic. From my humble beginnings growing up in Kalihi, I was number 5 out of 6 children. My brothers and sisters and I grew up in an environment that I would describe as Spartan environment with Catholic values. Discipline, righteousness, and resiliency was the focus of the household. We had it tough. You had to be tough. You learn to be resilient. You learn to stand on your own. You learn to be respectful. And you learn to solve complex problems early in life. My mom was a teacher, an educator. So naturally, my mom valued education and preached that constant learning and growing is the key to success. She taught me the valuable gift of learning and the idea that learning is a lifelong endeavor. Last year was tough. My dad passed away, an emotionally draining year for the family. My dad, my hardworking dad, he was a construction worker, back-breaking, blue-collar work that somehow we made ends meet with 6 kids. Growing up, I watched him come home every day. Sunburnt, dusty, tired, but he got up every morning, day in, day out, every day to do it again and again. He worked on some of the roads we drive on today. Nimitz Highway, H1, H2, H3, Airport Viaduct. So through him and through my mom and during my childhood growing up in Kalihi, I learned work ethic, self-discipline, resiliency, grit, respecting others, patience, humility, and most of all, kindness. Just to be an overall good person. Values and beliefs all demonstrated by my parents and family, enabled by growing up in Hawaii, understanding how to live with aloha. That forged my character and my fundamental values. And those values perfectly align with the Army values. And that, I believe, brought me here. The other influential aspect of my success are all the amazing, remarkable people I met along the way who made me a better person, people who believed in me, people who supported me, people who inspired me. You need good people in your life. You can't make it on your own. Strong relationships are transformational rather than transactional. You cultivate, foster, and build good relationships. Over time, for me, I try to surround myself with good people. Throughout my life, here in Hawaii, in DC, in Virginia, National Guard Bureau, the Pentagon, I collected good people, great people. And I put them in a place I call my golden sphere. It's not a circle, it's a sphere, because I believe I can learn from anyone. The more diverse, the better. I can learn from subordinates, I can learn from superiors, baby boomers, millennials, anyone who makes me a good person, a better soldier, and a better leader. And in turn, wherever I go, I will always try to make everyone around me better. And I truly believe that the quality of our lives are defined by the quality of our relationships with the people around us. In closing, I am extremely grateful and humbled by this remarkable opportunity. I am aware of the significant kuleana, the immense responsibility and expectations that comes with being a multi-star general. Thank you again for all your support over the years. I will not let you down. I will continue to serve with distinction, and I will always do my best to make all of you proud. Thank you, everyone, for coming. God bless all of you. Aloha, and have a great day.
So you get 15 minutes for every star. So he finished under 2 minutes. Huh? And I just heard that all of Waipahu and Kalihi said you're welcome. They're watching on Facebook. All right, so we're going to have the general remain up front. We have one more recognition that kind of came in late. We're going to add to the ceremony. This is a certificate of special congressional recognition presented to Roy J. Macaraeg on the occasion of your promotion from Brigadier General to Major General, Hawaii Army National Guard, signed 2 February 2023. Ed Case, U.S. Congressman, 1st District of Hawaii. All right, sir. You can take a seat. At this time, we would like to conclude. Before we get that. Please rise for the benediction and remain standing for the playing of the Army song.
A prayer of blessing upon Major General Macaraeg. And now may the Spirit of God be your ever-present protector. May He encircle you with His love and cover you with peace. May His wisdom and divine intercession prep the battlefield for your success. Amen.
The army of the brave, and the free, and the true, who have fought to victory. When the army fought
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our formal ceremony. Major General Macaraeg and his family will be taking pictures for the next 15 minutes. Once that is complete, you have the opportunity to come up and congratulate him. And you have that opportunity to see his family as well. On behalf of Governor Green, Major General Hara, Major General Macaraeg and his family, mahalo nui loa for attending today's ceremony.